Hi Collective, it's Intuitive Pisces Moon, and I just want to do a general collective reading today. So the last reading that I posted was a pretty deep and dark dive into the shadow realm. If you have not seen that yet, I highly recommend that. I also have a whole playlist. You can go to playlists on my page and look at all the other shadow readings that I've done. I try to keep those separate because I know that not everybody is ready for those, but it was a really good reading, so I do recommend it. Today we're gonna do the lighter side of things, okay? So I am gonna get some animal spirit advice. We've got some fortune oracles and then cosmic oracles. So we'll just see what's in our current energy today. I do just want to thank you all so much for being here and for your energy exchange. And if you're new here, welcome. If you have been here for a while, I do thank you so much for your time and energy exchange. I truly appreciate it. All right. So we are going to get started with tarot. We're going to start with tarot today. Okay. So Spirit, I just want to do a general collective check-in today and see what's going on in the current energy. What is it that we need to know about? What is glaring? And what is information that we need to be aware of at this time? Okay, so we have the Six of Wands. I love that. Great start. That's about successfully doing something, receiving accolades for it, receiving rewards. I love it. Okay, what else? We have strength. Oh, yes. So again, this is us finding our courage and our strength. And I very much tie this to our solar plexus chakra, okay? This is us standing in our power and getting done what we need to get done. And then also receiving, again, rewards for it, accolades, praise, whatever it is. Could be promotion if it's work related. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands. So that could be about us passionately going forward towards what it is that we desire. The only thing to be careful with that is, fire energy can be fast moving, but it can burn out just as quick as it started. So I guess that's kind of your warning for this is, go forward with your passions, but just be careful that you don't put too much into it in the beginning that you burn out right away. Okay, and we also have the Ten of Wands. There it is. Talk about burnout. So this is carrying all your burdens and responsibilities, your stresses. The good news about the 10 is that's the end of the cycle, okay? So for some of us, we are completing something. And we do have a lot of wand energy, which is fire, again, fast moving, passion, creativity, creation in general. All right, and there we have the Fool. I love it. Okay, so this is us starting over. All right, that is a brand new start. I love that. Okay, on the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Swords. So that is us activating our throat chakras and wanting to communicate. Now, the page is on the younger end, so this may be us still unsure of how to communicate or looking for ways to be able to communicate successfully. Okay, so we are ready for action. We're ready to go out and do the thing that we need to do. But we may still be a little hesitant in it because we're unsure that what we're saying is correct. We may not have the, I'm trying to think of the word. We may not have the knowledge that we're speaking about yet, but we're eager to learn. Okay. So let's get into some animal spirits to go with this. All right, so we'll get one for each and we'll work our way down. Let's get an animal spirit for the Six of Wands. The Phoenix. Beautiful. I love it. Okay, let's get one for strength. The Dragonfly. Okay, so air energy. The Peacock. Also air energy. The Beaver. All right, I believe that one's water, or I'm sorry, earth. And the Spider. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Dolphin. So the Beaver is water, the Spider is earth. All right, so what I'm going to look up here is how they pertain. Okay. So let's start with the Phoenix, which again, just a beautiful card. I love the symbology of the Phoenix because it very much ties into us having to burn ourselves in order to start new. And again, we have a lot of wand energy up here and then the Fool. So that right there in itself screams Phoenix energy. So we are putting down our stresses and our burdens and worries and starting fresh with something. All right. So the Phoenix stands for freedom from suffering and past karma and reincarnation. I love it. So again, I very much look at this Ten of Wands here as us wanting to put those burdens down, and it could be related to your suffering and your past karma, and then starting fresh with something brand new. The Phoenix represents the transformation of our past. It doesn't mean running from it, denying it, or burning bridges with rage. The Phoenix employs an advanced technique described in yoga as the burning of impurities through practice and dedication, referred to as tapas. The essence of the Phoenix is with us when we realize that we have been suffering too long and something must change. We take a stand and we decide to live consciously instead of being driven by the unconscious mind and its long list of fears and aversions. At that very moment, the spark of the Phoenix is lit, and the great bird helps us burn through our baggage. We no longer run from who we are, what has happened to us, or what we have done. The stuckness and dead weight fall into the ashes, and a lightness and clarity emerge. As the stagnancy continues to smolder, the Phoenix lifts our spirits up, and we begin to recognize ourselves again. We may catch a glimmer in our eye that wasn't there before. Look closely. It's a sign. The fire of transformation is upon your wings. And the Phoenix is tied to the first chakra. The ancient yogis believed that our heaviest karmas reside in our first chakra. That is our base or root chakra. This earthen center is also called Maladra, or our root. The ascent of the Phoenix begins here, and as the entanglement of karmas is slowly burned, it rises from the ash toward the navel center. Again and again, it makes this journey from first to third chakra, purifying our essence and freeing us from the past. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. So I do feel this very strongly. And a lot of us, and I've spoken to even numerous people in just, again, the 3D life, where we had something, it got destroyed. So again, I'm thinking tower moment, whether you chose to destroy it or it got destroyed on your behalf because you asked for growth. And now there are so many things just kind of tossed up in the air. And this is part of our burning of the burdens process. Once that has occurred, we can start over. And we can basically plan our future in whatever way we choose. Now, you may be guided towards something, again, whether it is a relationship, a job, self-employment, certain friend circles, certain skill sets, certain passions that you've always had. Whatever it is that you are being guided towards, the burning must first occur. We cannot have this without this. So that is a very important aspect of the phoenix. And once she emerges as this beautiful bird full of flames, only remnants of ash lay below the bird, that which you used to exist as. It is such a beautiful transformation. Okay, let's get over to the dragonfly. So this is with strength. All right. The dragonfly is the master of light, illusion, and the mind. The dragonfly is an ancient and ethereal creature that awakens a sense of wonder in all. The dragonfly is a symbol of the mind, as it is always moving, shifting, shimmering, and changing. When the dragonfly card appears, it's worth considering the quality of your mind and perception. Are they restless or still? Dreamlike or crystal clear? The situation at hand may be different than it appears at first glance. The dragonfly reminds us to calm the mind so the light of wisdom can shine through. When they are in balance, they see clearly, are joyful, and magical. When they're out of balance, they can't concentrate and have a busy mind. When you want to bring this into balance, you can focus on your breath. Okay, so that, again, greatly ties into the strength card. Because in order for us to focus our energy to have the courage and the strength to move forward, we very much need to get our mindset correct, okay? So in order to achieve this, we must, focus our mind and make sure that we're positive. And, sometimes moving forward with courage is scary, and that's totally understandable. But ultimately, even if you move forward with some of that fear still in you, you'll find that the courage will overtake whatever little bit of fear is remaining inside of you. Okay? So I find that to be beautiful. Let's get over to the Knight of Wands and the Peacock. So the Peacock is inner beauty, compassion, assimilator of anything. The beauty of the peacock is unrivaled. It's easy to think it comes from the plumage, but the secret of the peacock is that the beauty resides within and extends outwards indefinitely. This adept creature can assimilate or digest all experiences in life, so it does not harbor resentment, conflict, or past pain within its psyche. The peacock type is extremely rare. Not many of us have reached this advanced level of acceptance of the self and others. When in balance, they are confident and kind. When out of balance, they cannot digest situations. To bring into balance, meditate on the navel area. All right. So again, tying that into the Knight of Wands, very much when we're in a positive aspect, it is very similar to the Knight of Wands. And as the same goes with, in a negative sense. So when you can't digest a problem, that simply means that you're faced with some sort of issue and you have no idea how to resolve it, how to deal with it. Okay? Now, that could also go to the flighty aspect of the Knight of Wands. All right? So again, fast-moving energy, quickly in, quickly out. So you have to, again, focus your mindset, understand that it's okay to move ahead quickly and passionately, But don't get to the point of this Ten of Wands where you burn yourself out quickly and can't digest certain problems. Okay? It also ties me to the Fool's journey. You cannot get from A to B or A to Z in one day, in 1 month, maybe even in 1 year. There is going to need to be time that passes between starting your journey and getting to the next phase, the completion of this journey and starting the next one. Okay, everything is in cycles. So with the Fool's energy, we always start with some grand plan for something. And even if we don't have all the facts, we know passionately that we want to go towards it. What the warning here is to be careful not to try to rush through the process. The process has gems along the way. And we learn things along the way that help us to get to where we need to be in order, again, to close out old chapters and to start fresh with new ones. So, all right, that's beautiful. Let's get over to the Beaver. And that goes with the Ten of Wands. So the Beaver is a hard worker, loyal, tireless, and family first. The Beaver personality is a welcomed sight. These good-natured and dependable creatures have infinite love and enthusiasm for family, and express it by way of the earth element, providing a home, financial stability. Although a Beaver doesn't usually initiate a project, once started, they'll work steadily for weeks, months, or years to see it through. The Beaver card appears when the task at hand requires your long-term steady effort. It can also signify that it's time for some karma yoga, which is selfless service. When they're in balance, they're happy and they do meaningful work. When they're out of balance, they feel useless and worn out. To bring into balance, you can do selfless service or physical labor. Now, what is selfless service? That is basically helping others, not expecting anything in return. Okay? Now, tying that with the Ten of Wands, we may have been doing that this whole time. Or maybe we were giving with the expectation of something in return, and now it has caused us to have all these burdens and responsibilities and stress and a sense of duty. And again, it could be family related. Okay? So because we were at the end of the road here, we need to understand what it is that we're putting our energy towards. Is the energy that we're putting out energy that is being reciprocated back to us? If we're doing selfless service, we shouldn't expect anything in return. But, I always kind of keep in the back of my mind that your dharma, which is your good karma, always comes back to you in some way or another. I may not expect something from that exact person that I'm doing the selfless service for, but down the road, I trust that when I need it, it will come to me. Okay? So what you're being called to do right now is, if you do feel overly stressed, overly burdened, struggling, burnt out, try doing something not for yourself. You could go volunteer. Again, you could volunteer at an animal shelter. You could volunteer at like a soup kitchen kind of thing. Go look for something that you can do that gives back without expecting anything in return. And that will actually help you put down these burdens and the stress. And again, this did also mention that we are building something over time. And I did mention about the journey being, not half the battle, but half of your existence. Okay? So many of us cannot live in the now and don't even have any clue how to do that. And that's okay. Living in the now is something that requires constant attention to it. If you're always thinking, okay, I need to do this because it's going to take me to this place. Again, you're thinking futuristically. Or I'm so worried of something from my past catching up with me, or people finding out, or it affecting my future. If you just stop worrying about what the future is and what the past is and say, today, here and now, this is where I am. And this is where I'm going to make the most of my life. That in itself is going to bring you everything that you could possibly need. It helps wash away the past, again with the phoenix burning, and it helps bring brand new beginnings because you are living in the now. All right, let's get to the last one here, which is the Spider and the Fool. So this is the creator of prosperity through life's work and dharma. Oh, I love it so much when Spirit does this. The Spider is an ingenious creator. Its greatest gift is weaving the thread of dharma into a vast, intricate web that supports the spider and those around it, both financially and spiritually. It is hard work, but the spider neither tires nor becomes impatient. This card reminds us that creativity is everywhere. Be process-oriented rather than results-oriented. And soon your work becomes like the weaving of a magical, priceless tapestry. Abundance follows. When they're in balance, they're appreciative, enthusiastic, and prosperous. When they're out of balance, they're discouraged, tired, and forlorn. To bring into balance, do some playful creativity. Okay. I love it. Seriously, everything here ties together so beautifully. I just love when that happens. So the spider is all about building something. And again, he's not focused on this web he must create. Maybe he is, but according to the book, he's just happy doing the process of building the web because it's something he needs to achieve in the now moment. Okay? So the Fool wants to go on this journey and sees what they want to achieve. And sometimes even blindly want to step off the ledge and not pay attention to what's going on. What's going to happen is you're going to go along your journey here, and you're going to build the things you build. You're going to create the things that you create. And in doing that, living in the now moment, you are going to build that which you desire, and it will bring abundance. So if that makes sense to you, again, I know that our general society here in the United States is mostly greed oriented and money hungry. But that is not the way that we ought to be living our lives. The greed, if it takes over, becomes what you are seeking, and you will never fulfill your life's work because you're always seeking more and more and more and more. You're never happy with whatever you have now because you feel you never have enough and that you always need more. So that is a lack mentality. If you're grateful for what you do have and what you have built up to this point, then that will continue and abundance will continue to flow. Your creativity will continue to flow. All right. I love that so much. Okay, let's go a little deeper. Let's see what else we can get to go along with these. Your life is so special. Treat it with loving care. What has your inner voice been asking of you? Listen and act. Oops. Stop giving away your power right now. Okay, I'm tying that to this 10 of Wands. So again, it's causing us stress, burden, burnout. When we give away our power, we have none left for our own creativity. So this is something to be careful of. Stay present. That's where life happens. Okay, that is very much about living in the now. Open your heart, not just a little, all the way, and let the love flow in. I love it. That is also a requirement. When we're doing things from a place of love, then it will be returned to you tenfold. Live your life with both feet in. Commit fully to being here. Okay. So some of us may have half-heartedly gone to try to do something. And again, maybe we didn't put our whole selves into it, whatever the project is, or relationship, or friendship. Because we were doing it for money, because we were doing it for accolades, because we were doing it for whatever other reason that was not from a place of love, and just because you enjoy doing it. Bottom of the deck, you're too amazing to follow everyone else. Forge your own path. That right there is another reason that we may not have been in it wholeheartedly. Some of us may see other people succeed at something, and again, that might be their life's passion. Then we go and try and do it, and we don't succeed as well as they did. Because again, maybe our whole heart's not in it because it's not what we're passionate about. So whatever it is that we are passionate about, okay, think back to what brings you joy while you're doing it. That is likely your life's purpose. And if we go to try to, I'm hearing like ride someone else's coattails, the results are not going to be the same because that path wasn't meant for you. You are meant to forge your own path. Okay. So let's switch over to the Fortune Oracle. I want to see what else we have here. Okay, we've got the Unicorn. Success, hope, freedom, healing, and magic are all available if you just believe. Okay. What else? Marriage. You are attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. I love it. Because again, what I was talking about here with the family and the giving, I always want to tie that to conditional love. Again, if there's no reciprocity, there's no balance between you, whoever you are giving to, that to me is conditional love. It is giving with the expectation of receiving something. And I'm not blaming the collective here to say that that's what you were doing, but that could have very well been what was, given to you, or, for lack of giving, not giving to you. Okay, and we also have the Owl. There are spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found during this period of transition. Yep, I love it because, again, that's part of the journey. All right, let's get one more, and we'll read on these. One more, please, Spirit. All right, the Moon. Pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. I love it. Bottom of the deck is the Sun. Open your heart to the enormous growth ahead. Look at that. When we burn ourselves to start over, that is enormous growth. That is us saying, I am done with this past version of myself. I am done with the stress, the worries, the burden, and I want to start fresh and build something brand new that has meaning to me, that I put my passion and my intentions into. All right. So let's start with this one here. We have Unicorn, number 33. So this is success, hope, freedom, healing, and magic are all available to you if you just believe. Unicorns are beautiful, magical, mystical beings that have fascinated people for centuries. They symbolize fresh hope, purity, magic, gentleness, and sweet success, and bring many blessings to your life. It is a truly good omen to select this card. Seeing a unicorn in a dream indicates that you could meet with a good fortune and will feel encouraged and positive, and more magic will be brought into your life. Pertaining to personal and relationships, the unicorn card represents faithfulness and pure love. You can expect a great deal of passion and could experience one of the most romantic times that you have ever had. Some people may begin a wonderful new friendship that brings immense joy. Relationships could be very exciting and feel like the purest love that you have ever felt. And you may find that what you are looking for is such a soulmate connection. This vibe also indicates a time when women become mothers and new family members are welcomed. Whatever the situation, it will be unlike anything that you have ever gone through previously. Unicorns symbolize freedom, so be sure to give your partner or friends plenty of space. For career and money, selecting the unicorn may see you climb the highest mountain, snare the job that you have had your eyes on, or simply receive a pay raise. Some people may start new careers or be offered 2 jobs. With the flowing positivity of this card, anything can happen and you just have to believe. All right. I love it because, again, 6 of Wands, that's what that stands for. That stands for receiving praise for something that you did. It could indicate a pay increase. All right. So whatever it is that you've been working towards, you are being acknowledged for it. Okay. This is your successful era. I want to say that again. This is your successful era. All right. Let's get over to marriage. You are attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. Marriage is a symbol of emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. Your aura is electric, attracting exactly what you need right now. There is an abundance of joy and happiness, and life's gifts are surrounding you. The key to happiness is to strive for as much harmony as possible. There may be more than one celebration at the moment, with new family members arriving through marriages. Births and engagements. Children will make you proud. Give of your time freely to those in need, especially family. Loved ones from the past could return. This card symbolizes perfect unions, both in business and in your personal life. In personal relationships, a wonderful experience awaits. A new life may begin with a special partner who makes you feel loved and respected. Spiritual marriages may manifest, or it might be the start of a new, long-lasting, loyal friendship. Troublesome relationships could become more harmonious, and families will blossom or grow. Rifts could also be mended. Now is an ideal time for singles to settle down with that special, loving partner. Career and money. A new exciting partner for those in business could see added success, and love can be found around work-related social activities. Someone new may arrive on the work front or in your business sector. Dress to impress. You may have a secret admirer and will be pleasantly surprised when you find out who they are. All right. So this was a couple of different cards now that alluded to expanding your family, or attracting a mate, partner, whether it is romantic or in business sense. So look out for that. And again, this all ties into success as well, okay? So success is already yours. Let's get over to the owl, number 23. There are spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found during this period of transition. The owl offers universal protection. Your intuition will develop and will help help will come to you from spirit. You are at a crossroads in your life. As the owl symbolizes great wisdom and changes ahead, this card may also indicate that you will soon commence a course of study. You will gain much insight and may counsel or teach others. In personal and relationships, you will be heavily in demand personally and very popular. You will also be very protective of your family. With all your newly gained knowledge and wisdom, you may become involved in helping people. Your perceptive counseling abilities will flow through you and enable you to help people get back onto the right path. This will be a wonderful experience and you will find it very uplifting. A deeply intuitive period will be very intense and will see you receiving messages from your dreams and inner voice. These messages need to be taken seriously. You will help children, family members, and friends in this way. You will also have the capacity to see beyond deceit and false people who have only their own interests at heart. In career and money, a thirst for knowledge and greater understanding will see you further your career by taking on new skills. There is a possible career move and profitable times ahead for self-employment. Healthier ways of living started now, including exercise plans, will be successful. Take time to stop and listen. You may pick up some secret information, a great tip to improve your finances, or hear about a particular extra source of income or a new job. All right, that's beautiful. And lastly, let's get over to the moon. Pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. This card indicates that your intuition is very strong at the moment. You are right to rely on your gut feelings. Dreams that seem intense or other messages and signs. Problems will be solved more easily than before, but decisions need to be made right away. Spending time alone will be nourishing to your soul. Personal and relationships. The moon card can give you clarity regarding relationships. Be on the lookout for deception in the form of a two-faced friend, lover, or family member. They may not be what they seem. The new moon is an ideal time for relationships. Business acquaintances who meet under a new moon herald success, and soulmate connections may be made. New ventures abound, and positive health conditions prevail. You will find success in anything started now. Move forward confidently. In career and money, the moon card represents fresh ideas and creativity, which could really help your career or those in business. A confrontation is indicated, so be aware of all the facts before you take part in any heated discussions. Tread lightly. Be careful who you talk to at this time, as a Judas may appear. Avoid gossip at any cost. Many doors are closing, but just let them. You now have the chance to completely change your life if you move forward and leave the past behind once and for all. Turn a silver coin over in your wallet and make a money wish. It is a good time for it to come true. All right. So that is beautiful. I love it. So the biggest thing here is, again, you are destined to succeed. All you have to do is start. Take the first step and just go. As afraid as you may be, it's better to feel this way, ready to jump off of the cliff and start something new, than to continue carrying these stresses and burdens and worries. Okay? Especially if they belong to other people. All right? So, I just love this reading. I am so glad that I did this today, and I hope this resonates with somebody. So I just want to thank you all again so much for being here. I do truly appreciate your time and energy exchange. And I wish you all a lifetime of happiness, health, wealth, abundance, and as always, love. Make sure you fill your own cup up with love and make sure it's unconditional before you fill someone else's. Go within so you never go without. And keep in mind that I'm a beacon of light here to help guide you through the darkness. Thank you again for showing up, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.